right, images of the famous Roswell UFO crash, most famous UFO crash in history, foundational to ufology. Well, images of that event were just uploaded to the National Archives. So let's talk about it. Get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments below. Yeah, a lot of it's just random pictures of books and things, and we get into images like this. I'm not entirely sure what we're supposed to be looking at here. But then and there's a balloon, interestingly. But then we get into this. We get into the actual images of the supposed crash of the Roswell craft. I say craft. There's various stories out there about there being, two craft involved. In one story, there's even three craft involved. And in one story, there's fighting between the craft. So who knows which is the actual authentic story, but these are the images supposedly of one of the craft. And you can see how it crashed and left this debris field and ultimately wound up there. We've been hearing a lot about, the debris field over the years. So that's very interesting. We'll go to some queued up images here. Patrick Jackson says, if this is the Roswell craft, note the wings. It's built for flight in our atmosphere, which suggests an ultra-terrestrial origin. So yeah, could the caller be coming from inside the house? Are the beings here? I mean, there are beings here. Are they building ships with wings to navigate our atmosphere? Totally possible. I don't know why they would need that. They have ships that don't seem to interact with air. I mean, they're, like the Tic Tac coming and going from space to sea level in a second without creating a sonic boom. It's not interacting with air in a conventional sense. So I don't know why they would need wings. I'm not quite sure if I buy that theory, but it's interesting. And yeah, so you can see the shape of this craft, supposedly that this isn't pareidolia. That could very well be the shape of the craft itself. And there's a one by Think Tank over here that I like because it was, let's see. Yeah, it was in color. Here we go. In color. You can see, the shape of this object more, and you can see the various pieces of debris lying around. Very intriguing. I wish there was more and better always. Just says it actually does look like the side of the Roswell UAP craft has been completely stuck and blown open. This could actually be footage of one of the two crash sites. I added an arrow to know where to look, and indeed you can see this big gaping hole in the side of this craft. And we've been told over the years that this is a manta ray shaped craft. That was what the Roswell craft looked like, was a manta ray, and you can kind of see that. And there's some images here from Think Tank. The Roswell site video uploaded the National Archives clearly shows the craft as described by witnesses. And here are some images that witnesses provided showing this manta ray shaped object. And yeah, that does seem to be kind of what we're looking at. Harder to tell in that video, in that image. But in other images, it's easier to tell the shape of this object, this manta ray shaped object. Patrick Jackson goes on to say that there's a guy standing there, and I can totally see why he says that. Again, this could be pareidolia, but there could indeed be a fella standing on this ridge overlooking the craft. Of course, I'm sure there were many people around the crash site, and the military came in, and there were probably a bunch of them. I'm not seeing a uniform or anything military like on that guy. Patrick goes on to say, looks to be facing down, looking at that small figure. Okay, Patrick is further saying there could be a small figure here. Well, that's intriguing. Is that an image of a being from the ship itself? That would be juicy. But again, that could just be pareidolia. So let me know what you think about that. Anyway, I will link to the National Archives video and you can watch the full thing at your leisure. I'm glad that we're getting this. Obviously, this is, you could say too little, too late. Uh, Generally unimpressive without witness testimony, people telling us what we're looking at, what actually happened. Was that a image of a being by the ship? Were there living beings recovered from the vessel, as is reported in some of the narratives around this? Some of the stories say there were bodies recovered with one living being. Some say there were multiple living beings. Some say they were all dead. So, it's hard to say which is the true story, and there's no clarification on any of that in the material that has been released. There's just some fairly unimpressive pictures, which are compelling, but they would be a lot more compelling with more pictures, better pictures, close-ups, different camera angles, and so on. And of course, witness testimony would be great, but we don't get any of that with this release. So it's a frustrating release. Not any context for any of these images. But it is what it is. I guess you could say it's a step in the right direction, but it is a small step in the right direction, a small, unimpressive step. But yeah, I mean, they're throwing us bones. That's what it feels like. They're throwing us some scraps, throwing us some bones, and we're supposed to be excited and happy about it, I guess. Well, I'm not that excited or happy about it, but at the same time, I don't want to be an ungrateful, jerk that oh, you're going to give me something. Well, I don't want it. I mean, I guess we should be grateful that they are giving us something, but at the same time, come on, guys, this is the best you got. We deserve better. We demand better. But let me know what you think about these images, these supposed images released by the National Archives or onto the National Archives, showing the Roswell crash site itself. Are you impressed by these images? Are you underwhelmed? Let me know your thoughts about it all in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media. There's Facebook and Twitter links below. Love to see you guys there. If you want to support the channel in a bigger way, grab a coffee mug or a t-shirt. Become a channel member. Channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you. Meanwhile, there's plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Rude, signing out.